They tried to play us, but we made the game.
BDE.
Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they could tell a friend. And
All right. So, my fellow herd of elephants, it's so good to be able to come and talk about direct. It's late, but this is where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Jeff, you want to give them an idea of what this whole thing was about anyway?
Yeah, man. Hey, fellas, welcome to the Big Daddy Energy Podcast. They tried to play us, but we made the game. That's us,
That's
men.
right.
We made the game, but they tried to play us. All right, they try to have us out here looking crazy, but we're the biggest thing in the jungle, man. So, welcome. This is where we talk about manhood and all things related. And it's good to be back. It's late. We've been working. Y'all been working. We got work to do. So let's get it.
Absolutely. We definitely would not leave y'all just to yourselves. Armentum elephanti. Is that what I meant to call it?
Armentum elephanti. So the herd of elephants.
Cool. So yeah, you see the title. Just I know a lot of people who, when faced with death, they're faced with it. It's so ugly to them that they shriek.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, like that. And it's not becoming of men to do that, because I want y'all to think about this. One time is going to be it. One of these times, and that's going to be it. Can you imagine if the last somebody saw you, or last thoughts they have of you is you being terrified of death? For one, now they're going to be scared of death if they respect you at all. And then for two, you can't do that over. You can't say, okay.
Take two. I wasn't ready. Yeah.
I was watching a clip of somebody who fell from a very high place, falling to his death, and he said, "Arg."
Arg. It's the pirate's life for me, huh?
All the way down, he yelped.
Yeah.
I mean, he died. He did, but
Yeah.
it was on video, brother.
Yep.
Because I wonder, what I really wonder is, what is the yell? What is it saying? Is it saying, everybody that can hear me, feel sorry for me? Look at what has befallen me. Is that what it is?
It could be, brother. I've always thought of it as like the last ditch effort to do something. You know, like something.
But what though?
Like something, anything but nothing. Because that's all it is something that is not nothing. You know what I mean? Because those are your two options. Like if you're falling from a fall, it's either do nothing and just fall, or scream and do something. There's nothing else you can do. And so
Yeah.
that's how I've always seen it.
I got you. I got a family member that he's very afraid of that final thing.
Is he?
Very, very afraid. Because many times when we're in the car or anything like that, brother, and it looks like it could be a little bit like, I don't know, but maybe, He's like, ah.
Yep.
He's on the edge, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I guess the first few times I noticed it, I thought, that's strange. Nothing. Nothing is going on.
That's funny, man. Yeah.
Right. But then after a while, I started asking, like, why are you?
Yeah.
And it is, he would tell me exactly what I thought. Because we could die like that. And he's one of the people that has thought, there's 6 million ways to die, choose one. You ever heard that before?
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, he's more aware of all the different ways that a man can die.
Gotcha.
Than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess
like death is around the corner all the time, right?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because I guess it is possible. What are those, like a corkscrew? I guess it's possible to fall backwards and land on a corkscrew, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I guess it is, right?
Yeah.
That's just another way.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something, Jeff.
Okay, let's do it.
How about you don't fear death because it's nothing? Because when you look at it, you can't see it, it's nothing. And then when you think about it, you can't see past it, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. Death, this thing. Now, of course, death, like in the underworld, that exists. I'm talking about this thing that we're so afraid of. It's coming. It's coming. All it is existence.
That's it. Existence done. And this is where you stop, right here. All right. Everyone off the ride, I hope you had a good trip.
That's all it is.
That's it, man. Yeah. Yep. That's a good take, brother. It's nothing. But go ahead. I don't want to stop your thought, brother.
No, that was my thought. That is actually not a thing.
That's brother. Death. So there's philosophers that can debate and discuss death for hours on end, brother, without stopping. They can go and go and go and talk about death. None of them have died, and so all of them are kind of guessing.
Right.
And it's very simple. Is that's it? It's there, and then that's it. No one's ever come back to tell us how it was.
Well, some people.
That's true. Yeah, historically. I suppose. I don't know. You mean like right now, like yesterday? Somebody somewhere has come back from death?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Somebody has within the history of mankind.
This is true. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But the idea, brother, there's nothing there. It's nothing.
But did they wake up when they, like, let's say they were doing something and then when they came out of it, did they say, ah?
I had this dream that I died.
No, right?
No, they didn't, man. They didn't. In fact, they overcame it. That's what they came back and said, that they overcame it.
They overcame it.
Yeah, it reminds me, when you and I were driving, this was years ago, on our way to a very distant location to go work as electricians.
Yep.
And I was asleep. You were behind the wheel. We were taking turns because this was like an overnight hurry up and get to this other spot across the great state of Texas. Do you remember this?
I do. Yep.
And I remember waking up and seeing the railing of what looked to be a very tall cliff. And I could see the railing, and beneath the railing in the distance was treetops. And it was raining. You remember that? It was raining quite heavily.
Yes, sir.
I remember looking, and I remember feeling the feel that we've all felt. You know, the feel of the brakes not really wanting to do their job completely as we were headed toward this railing. Do you remember this? I think that's probably what woke me up, was the jerk of the the brakes. And I think I looked at you and said something to the effect of "Please don't kill us," or something like that, or
Yeah, I don't
are you
remember.
killing us or something? But
Yeah.
I don't think now, brother. If I did, you can expose me here. I don't think I said or anything like that. I don't think that's what happened.
No, you didn't, but I do remember that you thought for sure you woke up to the final moments of your life.
Yeah, I did. Yes, sir.
You only just woke up to see the final
The last thing.
death.
Oh, this will be the last thing I see is the tops of trees. Okay. All right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got anybody in the comment section? No, not yet.
Not a-
Cool.
All right.
Cool. Just obviously just real quick. We didn't want to take too much of y'all's time.
Yeah.
Some people are not gonna wake up tomorrow, God forbid, but there's somebody that won't wake up tomorrow. I know some people they want to die in their sleep and go peacefully. Others they want to die in a very old age, right? Or they want to die before their kids, and all these things.
Yep.
There's people that they have their funerals all planned out. Listen, I'm not gonna be at my funeral, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna come and hang out with y'all and see everybody and be like, no, it's okay, and then see everybody and it's like, man, I haven't seen you in so long, man. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not coming. I'm not hanging out,
man.
I'm not hanging out. I'm like, man, I'm not coming around hanging around with these lifers.
Guys out here breathing and walking and stuff.
I got better things to do. But in all sincerity, like people have their funerals planned out and they glorify this thing. Or they put way too much thought into this thing. And it's just a number. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's all it is, Jeff. How long have you been alive? Let's say it's 11,000 days. I don't know how many that is, but let's just say.
Right.
I can't talk right now. I'm doing a live podcast. So 11,000 days or so, right? I don't even know how many years that is, and you get to 11,001, 11,002, 11,003, and whatever that. It's just a number, Jeff. You're gonna get to that last number, and that's it. Now, is there an afterlife? There's some things we could talk about, right? A little later,
Right.
But
yeah.
But the actual punctuation mark that's all it is. Let me ask you this, brother. Have you ever seen any like non-tough people die? Non-tough?
Non-tough. Yes.
Okay. They're gone.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody really, really young, like, or heard of, like a 4-year-old, something like that, passing?
Yep.
Yeah. Any like, excuse me, cheerleaders or people that run track?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Military people?
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine. Hey, what about animals, Jeff?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there anything common with all those like creatures? And do they have anything in common?
Yeah, they all didn't want to die and did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. You know what I look at every time I see somebody that's gone, brother? I look at how there's no life. There's no life.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if no one moves this cadaver, that's where they're gonna be. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And how final this thing is. And maybe that's
Mhm.
why people are afraid, because they're like, oh no, I just didn't finish. Well, what were you doing? What were you doing? Most of the time people have this fear of death is because of their imagination. Like, oh, I imagine it's gonna be so painful and horrible and scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like that Austin Power movie where that huge, like, what do you call it, tractor
Oh
pavement
yeah. Yeah. The steamroller, the roller.
steamroller. Yeah.
And he was like screaming. Yeah.
That was scary,
Yeah.
because no matter what he did, it was still coming.
Hmm.
And so some people, that's how they look at death. You think everybody's seen that scene, brother?
Yeah, I think so, man. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Maybe everyone that was born in the mid '90s and down has, yes.
You know, when I first watched that, I couldn't I couldn't like continue. I had to play that part again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to watch it again because it's unbelievable that it just happened, brother. And it was like a 5-minute scene. Just move, get out of the way. Yeah.
So either their imagination tells them, "Oh my gosh, this death
Mhm.
thing is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be too much for me to bear, and then also my loved ones." So it's either like this imagination or it's regret.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to die because why? I got all these things that I regret. I didn't
Yeah.
actually do this, and I never tried that, and I never apologized to that person. I never forgave that person, and I'm just not.
All this unfinished business. Yeah.
Yeah, I have so
Yeah.
much regret. I never thought that this would be the end of my life. I regret so much.
Yep. Yeah, because it's like a deadline, you know? It's like you're procrastinating with your life. And the deadline is here, and are you ready? And you're not. And so now how terrifying that is.
That's
You know what I
good.
mean? Like
Yes, sir.
it's also terrifying if you didn't study for the test and you waited till the very last minute. That's also kind of scary, right? Very small portion. But I've seen students freak out over this. And so imagine, like, that being your life. And so yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine how that would bring someone to utter terror, man. You know.
Okay. So then what? What is there then? I know a lot of people that think about death, and I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something I do think about. It's
Mhm.
healthy. It's healthy because I don't feel like an immortal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, quick sidebar. I've read quite a bit of literature over the years from different cultures, from the warriors of those cultures, right? You can read some of what maybe some of the Greek warriors would have written down, or somebody like Marcus Aurelius, who was an emperor and a king and a warrior and a philosopher, or someone like Subadoi Musashi, right? A samurai, a hand to hand combat professional, the guy that wrote the Five Rings, Sun Tzu, the guy that wrote the Art of War, all these different literature throughout the world from all these different cultures. And one of the things I find common is that perhaps men should think about death at least periodically. Every so often, men should kind of think about their death, and it kind of, reminds you that if you've got things undone, go get them done. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to
Yeah.
fall into the category of the guys that are begging for their lives because they have something else to
Oh,
go
man.
do. When it's like here's the deal, right? Is if and this is another commonality you'll see amongst all the different warriors of all the cultures of men is if you're able to pick the way you die, then do that. Pick it. Choose it. Because that's afforded to like the most honorable men. If you're able to choose the way you die, that's a big deal, man, because most people aren't able to choose it. And so if it's in front of you and you have this opportunity and there's nobility and honor and all this, What else do you have to go do? What's more important than this? What is more important than you being afforded an opportunity to choose the manner in which you die? You know, so it's good to think about. It's good to think about it so that you get things done. You live your life accordingly. Maybe humble yourself a little bit.
I love it.
Right. I used to hear people say that you would ask them, like, how would you prefer to die? And they would say, oh, I want it to be quick and instant. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You never hear anybody say, I'd like to die on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever chooses like the terrible, painful way to go.
Right.
And I've thought about this over the years. And mine, what I've concluded is I'd like to die the way the way I came, actually, all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought.
Well, that all of a sudden, it's like, oh, whoa, what? That's the way I came. All of a sudden, I don't know what to tell you.
Got you.
It's like I'm out of here, guys. Kind of like that.
I like it, man. What kind of audacity do we have? Here we are, alive in midlife. We're talking about don't worry about death. But like Jeff is saying, he thinks about his death, and me also. I think about the ways that I could die. It's cool, But I don't spend a lot of time there.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's not as interesting as you would think.
There's nothing there. It's nothing.
It's not, brother. But I do want to give at least respect to the dead, because they've been able to do something that all of us hasn't. They went to the other side, and my hat goes off to them. Hopefully, they're not suffering. So and if they are, I guess there's nothing I can say. But what about women, brother? Should they fear death? A woman?
I understand why they would. I don't think they should either. Women, don't be afraid. It's okay.
What about children?
That's a tough one, brother, because they will be afraid.
Well, why? Why is it so tough?
Because they've done nothing. They haven't done anything yet. They still want to grow up.
But they're not going to. So
Yeah.
what does it matter? The fear of death usually comes from their parents, brother.
It's true. Yeah.
Their parents are over there looking at them and say, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure? Or how do you feel?" And they're like, "I don't really feel that good, but why?" What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're freaking me out, because one of these blinks, right?
That's it.
That's it. I've been around to see quite a few people pass, and listen to me, brother. I'm telling you, it's just nothing, man. They're there, and they're going through a very hard time,
Mm-hmm.
because all they know is to breathe and to try, and that's all they know. And then when they are overcome, they're not struggling, Jeff. I'm watching. I look at them.
Yeah.
Not struggling anymore.
Yeah.
To breathe, to live, to move. It's over.
Troubles are over, man. Yeah.
So waste no time fearing death. Matter of fact, use all the time to live while you're here. Jeff, this is the only chance we got, man. So you might as well live, man. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your children. Enjoy your parents. Enjoy your job, man. It's no work when you
It's no work, man. Yeah, it's no more work.
you know what I'm saying, and enjoy water, enjoy fruit, enjoy good stuff, enjoy daylight.
Hmm. Apples.
Apples, you like the green apples, right?
Love the
Crunchy green
green
apples.
ones. Crunchy, a little bit sour. I love them. Yep.
Enjoy it, right?
Yes, sir.
Have ice cream. It's okay. Just have a little bit.
Get you some ice cream, yeah.
And then when that time comes, just say it's my turn. And just do that. It's just my
That's all.
turn.
Yeah. Maybe leave something for your children, right? Say something maybe that someone can pass on for your kids to hear. Do something like that, maybe.
It'll be good.
That'll be good for them.
You know, there were people born 105 years ago. 99% of them are dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There were some born 55 years ago, and most of them are dead. It's all good.
It's all good. Yeah.
And then one day, Jeff, I'll be gone myself, man.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very least, y'all have this video and say, yeah. And that's all you'll get.
That's it. Well, he wasn't afraid. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.